Yo, checking in. It is a Wednesday morning. Beautiful day, March. Spring's coming. Spring's here, I think. Officially the first day of spring was yesterday. Cracking times. On this podcast, I want to talk about the idea of entrepreneurial thinking and activity whilst you're still working in a corporate company. If you read any stories about entrepreneurs or people who have created their own business, a lot of the time they have spent a significant amount of time in a corporate environment where they learn. They make mistakes, but they learn from them. They develop their skills. They build their connections, that kind of thing. And just to name a few, you look at Jeff Bezos was a guy on Wall Street, trader, I think. At least he was involved in some sort of financial stuff. I was reading up on Martin Sorrell last night, who is, the big dog of advertising, chairman and CEO of WPP, biggest advertising agency in the world. And you look at that and you think those guys put their time in. Martin Sorrell didn't actually. I think he started WPP when he was 44, maybe. Definitely, it was later on in his time. He did a significant amount of time at Saatchi and then began his own thing. And I'm trying to kind of position myself towards that. One of the good things about working at VaynerMedia is that you can do that as long as you put in 100% effort and get your work done and try and go above and beyond where possible, which I do. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, okay, where could I go out and make a bigger impact by setting up on my own, being able to call a few of the shots, being able to really, do exactly what you want to be doing and having the impact you want to be having, rather than, to a certain extent, fitting in within someone else's idea. That said, the one at Vayner is cracking. It's very much aligned with what I want to be doing at the moment. So, best of both worlds kind of thing. The punchline here is, you obviously have to try and carve out time before and after you are at work for the company that you do work for, in order to create ideas, in order to actually do the work. Gary calls it, Gary Vaynerchuk calls it the 7 p.m. till 2 a.m. I'm more of a 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. kind of guy. If that makes sense. I split it a bit more because I'm not that good at working just 5 hours straight. Rather break it up, take a sleep and get back up. And obviously sometimes when you're busy at work, you can't do it. You've got, like, for example, today I got home last night from work, did another 3 hours, got up this morning at 4, did an hour and a half, cut my gym session short, had just 20 minutes, just moved around a bit, and now I'm back on my way into work. Gonna get there about half an hour, 45 minutes early to get on it again. It's just because it's busy at the moment, and I've got to make sure that I'm hitting my stuff and getting it right. So, it's and I do get a little bit frustrated sometimes when I say in the evening I'm going to carve out some time to do some work on my own stuff, and I just can't do it. Now, that was a lot more frequent when I was learning the job. Now that I actually kind of know what I'm doing, I feel a lot more confident just being able to smash it during the day and then peel off at night or in the early mornings and do my own thing. But likewise, sometimes when the workload's big, you got to just bite the bullet. And I think one of the things that's helped me just see it in perspective a bit more is those guys I mentioned at the beginning, Bezos, Sorrell. There's a list of other people as well. They don't have to have made it as big as they have. The list goes on. You do have time. which is one of the big things about being young. You know, I'm always envious of people who are 18 because they've got kind of 6 years on me to avoid the mistakes that I made. Did I make a lot of mistakes? I didn't actually make too many, but I definitely would improve a lot of things. You can always make things better. And yeah, of course, there were some errors in there that I would like to change if I had my time again. But yeah, just one really today about patience, long game thinking. There's going to be another day where you can get that work done. And the key thing is when it does come up, you have to take advantage of it. You have to be on point, on the ball. And that's why consistency wins. If you can be consistent over a long period of time, I genuinely believe you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff. But it's just having that perseverance to just keep plugging away. Crap's always going to get in the way. You just got to move it out the way and just attack again and again and again. And eventually, you're going to score. So, checking out. Got about 2 minutes left until I'm into work now. And then I'll be hitting that desk hard. Going to go through my normal routine. Get a litre of liquid thinking down me. Make sure I'm well fueled. Half an hour, then a coffee. Then I'm rolling into the discussions I need to have with various people about how we're going to absolutely crush the hell out of today and make it happen. So that's me. Have a good one.